Well, I haven't done one yet, but I thought I'd come out here and do a restoration update video on my 77 C10. So right now I got a whole big box of parts to put on this truck. It's pretty much all front end parts. New headlight bezels, some trim, a new grill, a whole lot of stuff. So I'm going to put that stuff on. I'll set the camera up on a tripod and I'll get some video of putting all that stuff on there. It's not going to be my usual sort of how-to video, just because this stuff is really simple to put on. It's just some screws and some speed clips, which I have over here. Ordered these little clips for the grill, and then went to the hardware store, picked up some nice stainless hardware and some speed clips. So that's pretty much all there is to putting on these front end pieces on these C10 trucks. So like I said, I'll get some video putting all that new stuff on, and then I'll pick the camera up and we'll go all around the truck and show you sort of all the new stuff that's been done to the truck. Well, really since the beginning, since this is my first restoration update. So let me start breaking open some packaging and get my little milk crate, sit on, and we'll start putting this stuff on the truck. Well, the new grill and all the new chrome trim on the front of the truck, finished installing all that. So I'm just going to do a quick lap around the truck and describe everything, or at least nearly everything that I've done to this truck since I've had it. Now all the body work is complete. It does have a lot of rust repair. The floors on both sides are new. The rocker panels on both sides are new. The kick panels on both sides inside the cab are new. One of these fenders, it's not new, but I did have to buy a new fender for, I believe it was the driver's side here. And the hood's a piece of crap. It was bent in the middle. I straightened it out the best I could, but that will probably get replaced in the near future. The bumper here on the front, I just basically just smoothed out the factory bumper bolts, welded in these little buckets here where the license plate used to go for these 5.5-inch driving lights here. And then the paint job, it is my attempt at the $50 Rust-Oleum Paint Job. The paint is safety red and flat white. I just bought it in a gallon can each, mixed it up in a paint cup, put in a little paint thinner, put it in my HVLP gun, and sprayed the truck. And it really wasn't all that big of a deal. Let's see, there's some whole lot of new molding around the glass. This glass at least was on the truck when I bought it. Same with the vent windows. However, all the gaskets around the vent windows, vent window frames have been painted. The windshield is new. The gasket around the windshield is new. And so let's see what else I can find. Here in the back, the bumper. This bumper was originally for a fleet side truck, and I wasn't able to find a good used step side rear bumper, so I did find a good fleet side rear bumper, so I had to narrow it up to fit the step side truck. And then underneath, I have the new exhaust system that I fabricated, and you can see it's blowing a little black smoke here on the bumper, so I'll have to probably do a little fix on the exhaust system. But if you watch the video series I posted up on fabricating this exhaust, the only reason that I did it was predominantly because the muffler that was on this truck was rubbing on the drive shaft, and it was really irritating me. But I just went ahead and fabricated a whole new exhaust system from the exhaust manifold all the way back here to the tailpipe. So that's finished. The truck does have new brakes all around. The differential just been cleaned up. I didn't mess with the differential or the gears. They didn't need to be didn't need any attention other than some new fluid in there, and then of course all new brake lines and things like that. So let's see what else I can find. We got the spare tire dimple. I had to fabricate this. There was, when I posted the videos, there was some confusion as to whether these trucks ever came from the factory with the spare tire mounted here on the side. And recently I was watching TV, and it was sort of a documentary show, and they had some old footage from the 70s, something like that. Well, anyway, in the footage was a truck, Chevy C10 truck of this vintage. I'm not sure exactly what year it was, but it did have the spare tire mounted here on the side. My truck originally did not. I had to fabricate this notch here for the spare tire to sit. I also have the bracket for the spare tire. That's finished, but obviously none of that is bolted onto the truck right now. So let's open the door. We'll look at the inside. Of course, the bucket seats from a Suburban. That was a fairly easy install. Really, the only thing that I had to fabricate was these little mounts right here towards the midline of the truck. Everything else was the two bolts that are here towards the doors. Those are factory to the bench seat, so there's really no modification there at all. And then the one there in the center, I just had to drill a hole. I welded a nut underneath. I did have to put a little spacer in there to get the seats level, but other than that, it was a very straightforward installation. Of course, we have the new dash. Under the new dash, I have new speakers, new 3.5-inch diameter speakers. There are 2 of them. So the dash went in very easily. I'm very happy with the way it went in and the way it looks right now. And then, of course, the odometer gauges there behind the factory gauge bezel. If I had to do this over again, I would use 2 1/16-inch diameter gauges. These are 2 5/8-inch diameter. It's pretty snug in there, and I do have to replace this gauge. I messed up the glass lens on this one, but the rest of them are just fine. The speedometer and the tachometer are the 5-inch, and they fit excellent there in the center. So that's just about it on this truck. I probably missed a whole lot of stuff. We got new weather stripping around the doors, things like that. I still need to buy door panels, carpet. I got a whole lot of stuff that I need to do. I do have new lower control arms for this truck, and you can watch out for I'm doing a 5/7 lowering kit on this truck. I'll be using spindles. The lower control arms are factory. I will be likely buying tubular upper control arms. So drop spindles, drop springs, I'll have to put drop shocks. The rear is going to get a flip kit. So stick around, those videos will be coming out soon. I just need to finish buying up all the parts that I need. So that's where we are right now with this truck. I appreciate y'all's support. I thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.